he's been transporting these things. Okay, tell me more.
Well, what happened was,
now wait a minute, just real quick, because I want to get this on tape. This is a person that you've been talking to. That's a truck driver. He's a private contractor for Fema, and he transports things for them all over the United States and Canada.
right.
Okay, now what about him? Just kind of taping this for posterity.
Okay, so he was coming into, I can hear myself there, but he was coming into Canada, so he texted me, or he texted me and said that we should do lunch. And then he sent me another text and said that he got called out of town right away. And his text said, I'll just read this for you. Because he said he left a clue in this, and I don't know the military bases, so I don't know. Maybe somebody else does. But, hi Scott, sorry, but I had to leave town right away. Denver, Colorado, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Texas. Here in San Antonio, Texas, having the day off. Then I'm off to New Orleans. So, he said to me on the phone that he's been driving stuff to military bases. He's been putting he's been carrying crates of these bullets and delivering them to the military bases. And he's carrying 16 crates at a time. He said they're very heavy. They're 2 feet high by 8 feet wide. The other thing he told me is that he's been carrying stun grenades, truckloads of stun grenades. And, you know, so I don't know exactly how they work. I think they don't explode, but they give a concussion off, from what I understand. He also said that FEMA told him he's having a new phone issued to him in November. And also that there has been a lot of military movements, and he was in there was a truck with him that was had a 100-foot long load on it, and it was something military. I don't know what it was. I don't know what would be 100 feet long, but it was one piece of military equipment. Also, he said that in the Mojave Desert, they are having military drops. They're dropping stuff, big equipment, military equipment in the Mojave Desert. You know, from where he was, I think the Mojave Desert's pretty big, and I'm not quite sure where that exactly that is. Now, the other thing he said to me, which was really interesting, is he said to me that he said all the truck drivers are talking about it, and I mentioned this. He did mention this to me a couple of weeks ago when we talked before about Russian and Polish truck drivers in Canada that have disappeared in the United States. 30% of them. 30% of the Russians and Polish, he said in particular, truck drivers, that their trucks and the drivers have disappeared. So what that means, I don't know. Are they going somewhere? Are they missing? But 30% of the Russian and Polish truck drivers are just vanished, and everybody's aware of it. So, or the people that are the truckers, anyways. So I thought that was kind of interesting. You know, I mean, he is saying that he's going to give it 3 more weeks and he's getting out of there, is what he said to me. You know, I think that was pretty well it. I mean, it's not fresh in my mind. If I know that I talked about this yesterday, if I forgot.
Okay, what was the other thing that he said?
Well, he said that there was a message in the text that he had sent me about the military bases. So he said, figure it out yourself. So he did say Denver, Colorado. Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, and San Antonio. So apparently that's where the military base is where he's been running these bullets. Now the other thing he said too was the fact that that there's been a mass grave found in Laredo, Texas. Anybody hear about this? Has anybody heard about this? He said that it was found last week.
Where was this mass? Where was it at? I mean, Laredo, Texas. Is it by some kind of a military base or something, or what?
I'm not sure. He didn't say. He just said that he wasn't allowed to go down around that area. And he said between two places, between Laredo and somewhere else, starts with a B. I forget what he said, but he also said that down in Texas, and you guys would know better than I do, but that basically the Mexican border guards and their army or whatever are actually coming into Mexico right now, and like they're basically like walking freely around in Texas. Is this true?
I don't know. Now you're saying that this is something that he's telling you as a FEMA driver?
Yeah, that's what he told me. And he said he's not allowed to go down to a certain area down in Texas because of that, and because of and apparently this mass grave that was found in Laredo, Texas, between Laredo and somewhere else. I forget it started with a B, I think. Let me just Google it. But anyways, that was the other thing that he told me that I didn't that I forgot to say. But anyways, that's it.